Good evening everyone and welcome to another tournament stream. Woohoo! Bit of housekeeping first. There is a 3-minute delay on the stream. That is to avoid anyone stream sniping. Furthermore, there are no rewards for this stream. So basically the only thing that you get out of this is seeing some really epic gameplay. And last but not least, you can talk your own language in the chat. I don't mind at all, as long as you are polite and civil. And of course, if you have any questions, then you will have to ask them in English, because otherwise I will not understand them. So today I will be streaming Pink versus Abba, and that's gonna be epic. I'm really looking forward to that. And of course we will be streaming Pink versus RJ as well. I refuse to call them by their full name, mainly because it's a bit, it's a bit rude sounding, and they're better than that. But this is the current group 1. You have Abba and Pink both with 2 points. We have RJ, Isra, Hepke and Unlucky all with 1 point. And Pog and Zenith so far have 0 points. Then in the other group we have Aqua, Serenity and TQT all with 2 points. And Ikra and Raid with 1 point. With Bat, SPNX and Quick with 0 points so far. It is only the second day of the round robins. There are 4 in total, 7 matches for everyone, to be fair. And anything can still happen. So really looking forward to seeing what's going to happen tonight. Really excited about the matches. I'm really happy and lucky that I got to stream this. Not that any of the other matches are like less, well, they're not less in any way, because all these teams are absolutely epic, but Pink and Abba have proven themselves to be really strong. Not only right now, I mean, we've only had 2 matches so far, but just in general with the last few seasons, that they're sort of like the teams to beat in this group. So really looking forward to seeing that matchup. So the room time has now dropped below 3 minutes, which means that we can actually go in there and have a look. Neither team is completely there yet, let alone completely ready, but they still have to like just under 3 minutes left to make that happen, so no problem there. We've got time, and like I said, I'm expecting a lot from this. And then the other group is the same thing, because you get Serenity versus Aqua, and that's being streamed by N90 right now, and that's gonna be so epic as well. Really looking forward to watching that back as well. To be fair, I don't generally look back matches a lot, mainly because of the fact that I don't actually like watching YouTube, which I know is a really weird thing considering I stream and everything, but yeah. So I'm pretty hyped for this. Abba now, full team there, not all readied up yet. We're getting ready for Desert Sands. I'm still waiting for the time that someone from some team will eventually call the Sandworm, which would be really epic. But I can kind of understand that you don't do that in the middle of a tour game, to be fair. Would be epic if they did, though. He just managed Sometimes I try to talk and then breathe at the same time, and the air goes down the wrong hole. It doesn't really work that well that way. But yeah, I'm noob at breathing, let's say. But both teams are there now, and slowly but surely readying up. We see a lot of Steves for Abba, 5 of them to be exact, an E5 and a 60 CP. And Pink is taking an IS7, 2 IS4s, an E5, a 183, and 2 Steves. Really curious about that 183, we don't really see that all that often. No fast tanks being picked. Ooh, Rico now taking a VK72 German armor. We've seen that work really well for them the other day. Way to Success is now changing his tank, I reckon. I doubt anyone would ever take a Death Star into a Turk. I'm pretty sure he's doing that to troll, to be fair. Let's see. 10 seconds And here we go. Countdown clock has begun. We're getting ready to go into the first match. And I'm hoping for some really epic matches here. I'm hoping for tiebreakers as well. Both these teams can play so aggressively. So it might just be brawl on brawl. But at the same time, they're, like I said, they're sort of the teams to beat. So the point that one of these teams will get from this will be very important. So many Steves. No one's actually spawning in the desert for Abba. Which is, I mean, usually even heavy than spawns. So that is kind of curious. We have Elmiri going up first. Crossing over. Shots are happening. But the Steves are arriving in the desert. We have Ventium potentially in trouble. Kitsune managing to... Oh, no, he does get hit. But most of them have managed to get into the desert without any problems here. Elmiri playing the role of a spotter. And he might just spot the Ice Force there. Just going for the cap. Base B is being kept. Would be very surprised if that doesn't get reset. But looks like he's using his camo rating really well. Both teams have kept the base, like a split second between each other. And way to success, which is Oop and Josh. Has managed to not get in trouble for that at all. He's now going for base C though. And we have Uni responding. But this is tricky. They're not completely aware yet of who all is where. So they're letting them take base C. But that gives Pink a good advantage here. Interesting positioning here. Gutsto, oof, taking massive hits here. Uni potentially getting was with the VK now. Going into the desert as well. Santiago losing more and more HP. The reload from the suit wagons proving to be very beautiful here. And now we have Abba being quite forwards here. They don't get that kill just yet. Object 3 now. Going in for the kill, taking it. Jennifer not looking too healthy. Regis and Brain and Gutsto all not looking too healthy. Regis takes the kill there. Brain. See, this is a very brawly game. I did kind of expect that. Did not quite expect it to go that aggressive that quickly. Elmiri now. Not even going for the cap. But going straight on in for the kill. But Ventium takes that. Kitsune gets taken out. Lots of low HP targets for in Appa's team for Pink. We have Ventium and Elmiri both going in. Knowing that they are the ones that can take a hit here. Rico gets taken out. Scorpion Drago takes out Jennifer. But now we only have Postravleni and Scorpion Drago. And there's not much hope for them. Object 3 going after Scorpion Drago. The street wagons here proving their worth. And now we have Object 3. Uni does get taken out, but in the end it is Regis. Of Regis. Probably not entirely certain how to pronounce it, to be fair. Taking it home here. Very aggressive game, but cleverly played, to be honest. Like, Pink was ready to just hold, but Abba just sort of like just went in. They didn't let them keep their half of the desert, so to speak. Brutal, but very well played. And I have to say that generally I'm not that big a fan of premium tanks becoming meta. I will reiterate that while we're here. Of course, Steve was inside the snow globes this winter, this Christmas event, and that makes it a pay-to-win tank. Yes, you could have been really lucky and got it on your free one, but the chances are not high. And I'm never a fan of meta tanks being behind a paywall, especially when they've only been released once. That being said, though, both these teams are using them One just a bit more than the other. Abba now taking 4 of them, together with 2 E5s and a 60p. And pink is resorting to 2 German steals in the form of the VK72, 2 IS4s, 2 Steves, and 1 LT. Half a minute left to go. And then we'll see what happens in the second game of this best of 7. Meaning, basically, this is also something I repeat a lot. But yeah, the first team to 4 victories is the one that takes home the point here. So there's no real pressure just yet. Anything can still happen. Professor just said try not to die in real life. It's not healthy for you. You don't say! I'll do my best. And let's see. And now we have Object 3 spawning in the desert together with Kitsune. I wonder if that is what they meant to do, but at the same time that might just work really well for them. Considering all the Steves have their super speed boost. Way to success. Already shooting. Elmiri does get spotted. Now most of them have been spotted. But they are crossing over. Way to success is hightailing it out of there. And we have no one. Ooh, way to success has been spotted. Is not getting shot though. They're not taking base A. Rico is taking some damage. Elmiri going for the base. Both of them will have a base. No, actually, way to success is not going in for the base. Uni's lost a bit of HP. Yennefer on the train tracks as well. Uni is now potentially in trouble. Has to be careful. Has to use the building to not get murdered. And he will steadily be farmed here. So that's an issue. He's now turning around to face the other side. But they have to be careful. Uni is spotted. Rico is spotted. Abba has the base though. And he is getting shot at, but Way to Success is not getting spotted for shooting at him. And he is slowly being farmed. Oh! Phantom crossing back over, losing a lot of HP for doing so. And more. And that shot misses. Guts though, getting hit. Way to Success. Using that building, being sneaky. And getting his shots in. Scorpion Drago. Losing, oof, big hit into Brian, the brain there. I keep saying Brian, honestly. Now we have both VKs here. Elmiri is taking hits. Yennefer took a massive hit there. We have Way to Success. Kitsune set on fire. Gutsto is almost gone, but so is Uni. Gutsto, Scorpion, Drago are both gone. Uni is still alive, now gets taken out, but not before he lands a big hit into Way to Success. Rico gets taken out. Ventium is not looking too healthy. Has to be careful not to lose his life here, but he does. Way to Success is gone. But so is Regis. We have a 1v1 in the middle here. With Object 3 and Santiago. Pozdravleni is out. It is 3 versus 2. But they need help. And he is trying to get those shots in. And he might not survive this next reload. Object 3 is trying to angle his tank. But he does get taken out there. Brain takes it. Elmiri is by far the most healthy. But has to be careful. C is being taken. He's not taking any chances. Brain is actually not looking in his direction though. He's hunting down Yennefer. Or attempting to. That bounce though, that's important. But it's Yennefer that takes him out. 760 points. Bray now going for a cap. And Elmiri and Yennefer capping together. They can then hightail it to the desert without much trouble. Yennefer pulling back, whereas Elmiri is pushing forward. At the moment, just focusing on staying alive. He can take another shot, but I'm not sure you should want to. I think he's just mainly occupying himself. Because if the thing is that Elmiri can take a shot, and they know that Yennefer just has to survive, because they have by far the biggest advantage that they can have. So Yennefer is nowhere around, which is exactly winning the game, because even if Elmiri dies here, which he's not, because, well, that shot missed, and we're now at 990. There we go. He does still get another hit in even. But he survives. Yennefer running into the desert, and you saw it on the minimap, is actually what secured the game. Because even if Elmiri were to die, Yennefer would secure victory just by surviving. Very clever gameplay here. Beautiful game. Overall nice damage spread. No one doing less than 1k. And this was, again, it was clever and at the same time a little bit brawly, a little bit lucky. But very well thought through. Clever. That's I like that. Can you tell I'm hyped about this matchup at all? Like, does it show in any way? The thing is though, I've one of the comments that I used to get in the past a lot is that from Wargaming, that is that they want me to be more hyped. The thing is, I can be legit hype if I see things that make me feel hyped. I can't lie. So if I see very dull gameplay, I can't be like, oh my god, this is so exciting. But when you see clever little moves like this, it just works beautifully. And that's the sort of gameplay I absolutely love. So then, yes, you will hear that I'm hyped and it will be legit. But Pink now needs to get back on their feet though. We are moving to a different map. We are going to Castilla. So it will be up to Pink to pull it back now. No pressure just yet. No match point just yet at least. But we have Pink now ready with an LT, 2 E5s, a 215B, a Batchat, a 60P and a 121B. Versus a Type 71 for a change. 3 Steves, 2 E5s and a Sheridan. So I think it's safe to say that there will be some lights on hills. And that base A, I think, will be in Pink's hands. But honestly, not entirely certain. The thing is that I can say where I would go with a team like this. But that's my speaking from encounter, well, random battles kind of thing. And with the tour, you can go every which way that you want. Without it being a problem, because you have team play. You're playing as a team, you're communicating as a team, so you can make any side of the map work as long as you're building on each other. So we have Abba heading towards the base A direction, and we have Pink heading primarily towards C. Rico going into the middle, just to see if anyone is there. He does spot Elmiri, clever. And he does not. That was blind shots. Elmiri does take a hit going there. Way to success. Not getting hit for that. Oof, Scorpion Drago has been found. Takes a hit from Kitsune. Away to success. He's moving away. Base C is being kept. Base A, not yet. Base C is actually like he just drove through it. Uni is spotted. Might be in a precarious position there. Because Brain might be able to shoot him. No, he misses. Steve's being kept again. And we have Uni being careful. Probably where he was getting shot at. So he's minding his bum a little bit. Base A now being kept. And we have Abba securely holding the citadel. Object 3 getting hit. They know that there's people in the corner, and they probably know which tanks are in the corner, based purely on the damage that was done. Regi's losing a lot of HP now. Scorpion Drago. This is the thing though. Like, this is the example of a tour player in a team not doing a lot of damage, making a lot of difference to the team because he's keeping them spotted just by being there, and he's making sure they lose a lot of HP. Fan team losing a little bit of HP as well. And Abba is basically called out here. They're in positions that are not working for them and they can't really move from there. Scorpion Drago falls down. Will no longer be proxy spotting. We have part of Abba's forces in their spawn. Uni has dropped down to deal with Scorpion Drago if he can. Because there's now a bridge between them. Let's see. And they do shoot at each other. Yennefer wants help. So the thing is, they can play Ring Around the Roses all day with this bridge. So we are moving elsewhere. Yennefer getting the hit in from behind, which means that Uni is now free to reposition. Gut's still holding, and now basically Pink has lost the gun. They both have a base. Abba has the point advantage and the gun advantage, but not the HP advantage. Look at the difference there though. There's like 3k more than that between them. Elmiri going into the river has to be careful now because we have Santiago and Rico. They are there, and there are people on the Citadel, so they know that he's not without cover, but at the same time he's stuck there. He can't go anywhere from there. At the same time, we now have Brain also moving in. We have Postravleni going up. They want to take out Elmiri. They want to take their advantage back. That tracking shot cost him so much HP. Well done. And they're all pro. That is these kind of games though. What's not to love? Postravleni losing a little bit more HP. And now Pink has the point advantage back. As long as they keep their tanks alive. Santiago is now stuck the same way that Elmiri was. Let's see. Brain going after Yennefer. And we have Abba pushing into the middle a little bit. Shooting Brain. This is the thing though. That was a tricky move. He is lucky to not take more damage. Gusto now more or less being rushed, but we immediately see Object 3 take damage as well. So many micro battles here. Object 3 taking more hits. Gusto as well. Way to Success is now reloading. Gusto is left to his own devices. Uni is actually like, I'm not sure if you can see this properly, but Uni is acting like Object 3's armor, making it harder for them to hit him. Uni is causing a Way to Success, lost a lot of HP. They now have 2 bases though. Their point advantage is going up, even though their HP advantage is still there, but going down. Regis has been taken out. That gives them a gun advantage as well. We're at 840 points for Pink. Rico is hightailing it out of there. Is going to meet Kitsune. He actually gets set on fire. He's still alive. Oh my god. And now we have Kitsune almost reloaded. He does get taken out. It is 4v4 again. Way to Success wants to get those kill shots. Does not get them. Ventium loses HP. Nearly 900 points for Pink. Like I said, I had high expectations for this matchup. I've not been disappointed. Kitsune, despite being spotted, does cap the base. And Pink doesn't need to do anything about that. They do though. They take out Kitsune. And that secures their victory. And Pink has this game. But what an insane game this was. Oh my effing god. Oh my god, awesome. These games though, honestly. Like, I was talking in the tour channel earlier today, and I was basically just talking about why I stream this. This exactly. These games. This is why I stream this. Also, I'm trying to follow a little bit of the chat, but with 3 minutes delay, that can be a bit difficult. Let's see. I'm not sure what was asked, because the thing is that sometimes in between matchups I can Google Translate a little bit if need be, but when I'm in a room like this, I don't. Fantastic, these games, honestly. Oh my god, this is like so bad. I'm fangirling over here. but seriously though, like, they are very epic teams, and all the top 16 are epic teams. Don't get me wrong. But Pink has been dominating, and they did the same thing in autumn season. Same with Abba, they're fantastic as well. So seeing these two is like, yeah. I have no idea what that means. What on earth? Kind of missed the lineup here. Have been fangirling too much and then got stuck a bit on the chat. But we have a 60TP, a Steve, an LT, 2 E5s and 2 Type 71s for Pink. And we have an IS4, an IS7, 2 Steves, 2 LTs and an E5 for Abba. So we have Abba's LTs going towards the ridge and the corner. Way to success. Going to the middle instead. We have 1 Steve and 2 E5s from Pink. Look at this, that is very forwards. And he spots them up very nicely. Way to success, losing a lot of HP. Losing a whole lot of HP for that. Kitsune taking a hit or two as well. But it did have the result that they wanted. With Ventium now quite damaged as well. Base B is being capped. That's also a tricky thing. Now also capping base C. Jennifer taking a hit. This was a very ballsy move, not gonna lie. But it might just work out really well for them. Now we have Regis, who has not been spotted. Not being able to decap the base, has now been spotted, so now he pulls back between the buildings. Brain loses some HP. That shot penning neither. A now being kept, not so much because they want to, but more because they need to not let the point advantage go up too quickly. But they will have to do something about base B or base C. Jennifer holding object 3 as well. They're of course being looked at. Blind shots at the Citadel. Kitsune, oh, taking big hits there. Gets to a sort of safe place. Just flying over there a bit more quickly there. Now we have Uni arriving at the back. And he's using that little ramp to hide himself. And now Rico is in trouble. He is steadily being farmed. Elmiri takes a hit. And now we have Uni dropping down. Managing to not get hit for that. And that's going to be the first gun out. Very cleverly done by Abba here. Base B is being taken. Object 3 is being pushed. Podstravleni pushing. But now we have multiple tanks here. The focus fire from Abba is on point. They want to take at Object 3. Brain goes down first though. And now we have Podstravleni going in for the hugging kill. Has no option. Gutsto is almost gone as well. He gets taken out and now Podstravleni is on his own versus Ventium and Jennifer. And at that moment, those Steves are pretty juicy. Postravleni not managing to win this. We have Way to Success still alive. Base B is almost taken. Postravleni gets taken out. Santiago still alive as well. But there's just too much HP. There's 5k HP between them. Base C is now also being kept. Way to Success is still alive, if barely. Elmiri is... No, it's actually Uni that takes him out. And now we just have Santiago with the very long reload of the 60 GP versus 6. I'm pretty sure that that's not gonna go well. He does bounce another shot though. And he does get another hit in, but there he goes. And the game is for Abba. So now things are even more exciting. Like damage wise, look how much damage Abba did here. This did not go as Pink anticipated. Also, Way to Success taking that much of a bleed early on in the game. It was a very ballsy move. I'm not sure it was a successful one. And then of course, Rico being all alone there. And basically being set upon by 3 tanks. They couldn't do anything about that. Oh, these games. And now Abba is up for potential match points. If they win the next game, then they have the point for this matchup. Pink has to win 3 in a row for that to happen. We are going to go to Canal, which is one of my favorite maps. It's also, in my opinion, a very interesting tool map to watch at least. The thing is that when I say that, I always mean it as a stream, from a streamer perspective. I haven't played tours in a long time. I played the first Twister, and that was pretty much my professional experience. The rest is all from my basically following tour season since 2017. Spring it was then. It wasn't called that, but spring. So I have a lot of experience, but not actually in playing. But when I'm watching tours, I absolutely love watching Canal, because that's always interesting to watch. So we have Pink ready with 2 LTs, 2 60DPs, 2 E5s and a 215B. Versus, ooh, the Yo has is being taken out. 2 113s, 2 Steves, an IS7 and an LT. Very curious to see what the Yos do, what the Yo does. Because to be fair, Yo is one of my favorite tanks in the game. I'm kind of like, I'm in between auto reloaders and 2-shot clippers. Like the Yo in tier 10, the 752 in tier 9, and the T77 in tier 8. Those are pretty much my favorite heavy tanks. And then you have the Spaghetti 46 and the Spaghetti 65. Spaghetti 65 will be my greatest love ever. But yeah, so I'm excited to see it in tours. It's not there all that often anymore. So we have people going down into the ditch. Scorpion Drago getting spotted straight away. Ventium going for a cap, but being very careful about it. Gutsto, taking some hits here, but so does Uni. We're entering an early brawlish state. That could be very dangerous. These shots are very weird. Big hits into Scorpion Drago. He is in trouble. He is using the sandbags, but he's losing HP very quickly, being farmed by 3 tanks. That being said, Uni is in danger now as well. He is moving out of there. Santiago has lost quite some HP as well. Abba smelling blood going in. Yennefer staying where he's at. Postravleni losing more HP. Elmiri crossing over, losing a lot of HP for that, or at least peeking out, crossing and losing a lot of HP over that. The LTs have forced Kitsune to go away. Postravleni, not looking too healthy, gets taken out there, does not even get to take another shot. That is a 2-gun disadvantage for Pink. This is looking very grim for Pink. Abba proving themselves to be hella strong here. Fire takes out Kitsune. We have Santiago in trouble. Gets almost rammed to death. Object 3. He actually gets fired to death in the end. And now we have Brain being pushed on. This is straight up bullying, to be honest. Uni, still alive, if barely. But Brain is almost gone as well. The lights need to make sure that all the shots hit. And right now that's not that easy because they are lights. They know where they are. Gutsto in trouble. Object 3 gets taken out. Gutsto needs to choose to take a shot, otherwise he's not going to be able to take it at all. There he goes. Rico in lots of trouble as well. It is 4v2. And yes, technically they could outrun them all. But Rico is not going to make that. He gets taken out. Ventium hasn't even reloaded, but he was just there. And that made it all the more dangerous. Way to success. Oof Pinjas, the last one left alive here. And now we have Regis taking him out and taking home the victory for Abba. Fantastically played here by both teams. This has been really enjoyable to watch. Very clever. This last game is the first one where, in my opinion, it wasn't close. It was kind of like Abba played a bit more aggressively than they would have been if it was like a tiebreaker or anything. But with Scorpion Drago being spotted pushing like that, and they just sort of like moved in. Scorpion Drago didn't really have much support there, and that allowed them to wipe them out. And then they had a gun advantage, and they just sort of like rolled from there. Holy poop, what a match. Fantastic. Honestly, give me matches like this, and this is not the one. This is the one that I wanted. Give me matches like this any day. RJ also took home their point versus Pog. So we have Istra that we're still waiting for. No, they won from Zenith. And then we still have Unlucky versus Hapki. That one is still going. Okay. So that's it for Group 1, aside from Hapki versus Unlucky. TQT took it home here. 4-0 from against SPNX. Aqua and Serenity is still going. Not surprised there. That's the other epic matchup here. Then we have Raid versus Ikra. That's also still going. That's also an epic match. That's also being streamed though. I'm grateful for that. Tomorrow we will have more streamers. I believe that every match but one should be covered tomorrow. As in every match but one at the same time. Because there's like 8 matches happening at the same time. And I believe tomorrow we should have 7 streamers. So that's going to be hella interesting to watch. Basically, I always feel that teams will play differently if they have... if they're being streamed. Not so much as in play, but maybe behavior. But without the chat, that's not really visible anymore, as it say. But I like that they all get the spotlight. Because like I said, all these teams are epic. And I really enjoy watching these tour games. So I'm going to be happy to stream more games like this. Not necessarily like this, but just... I've said this before. For me, tours are the pinnacle of gameplay. This is what happens when you have 7 players that coordinate together, that talk tactics together, that do everything together. And that is something that is... you can't get that in random games. You can only get that in tour games like this. Or in training rooms. But in training rooms there's always a different kind of pressure there. So this, for me, is a lot more epic. Let's have a look. I might have shown this before, I'm not entirely certain, but we'll see. We got like half an hour of replays to go. But yeah, tour games are epic. And then when you get two teams like this against each other, and you see such clever games, I love it. I really do. So yes, like I said, I've been fangirling all over the place. I can't believe that penned. That is cheeky. And he's in a very tricky spot for them to try and hit him. It can be done, just not easily, as you can see. And he's just looking with Hash to see if he can pen anything. Oh, Standard B driving in the way. Now this was when the chat was still there. Standard B is just waiting there. Oh, nice. 2, 1. Is he going to peek out? Yes, he is. Cheeky, but nice. They are losing quite a bit of teammates here. Noise. Casual swiping around. A bit too hasty there. Boot bomb has been taken out. And he does take the hit there, but it's a fine. 4v2. Nice juicy conway here. Now he's going for the damage. He's leaving the kill to do that. And he's actually pushing the EO away. Which is, to be fair, not really a class move. But there they go. Casual 5.3k. Pushing people is not okay though. Nice farming game overall. Let's see. Ooh, that was a derpy garage. Let's see. What else have I got? I've got so many games that I'm honestly not sure which is which anymore. Let's go for this. I've no idea what this is. Should be interesting. And then we'll look at the we'll look at how things are with the points. For a very long time, E5 was my most played tank. I'm pretty sure it's now the spaghetti. And to be fair, all those E5 games were before they removed the cupola. After that, I've barely touched it. It's not as fun. I always loved the unique playstyle that the E5 required with the cupola. And the cupola could be the most troll part of the tank, of your armor. Let's see. I wonder if he's going to get away with this. He does. Nice little bounce as well. Has to be careful with the TDs though. One of them is near A. I'm not sure where the Jaeger is. Ooh, juicy 60 DP from this side. Nope, never mind. But it does kind of make these two 3 game here. Actually breaking his turret, that's mean. He is taking hit from there, but there you go. And we know that they're all there somewhere. No, he's not that stupid. He's not moving in. Jaeger taken out here. Is he going to take the base? No, he's not. Cheeky shot there. And he's in a good position for the E5. When he can go hold down like this and still get damage in, that's fantastic. And he's gonna keep him spotted. Of course he has a friend there now as well, which is not gonna help. Oof. Now he's pretty much doomed. And he gets reset again. Nice little bit of farming. 4v3 here. He's got the HP to take it. That was a bit too hasty. Vic is not too happy with dying. Oh, that is a big hit to take. Thing is though, that E100 is getting his shots in. And yes, that's not the best way to play an E100, but hey. Oof, tracking shot. But it does not get him killed. See, if you're wondering why the chat has been turned off, it's people like this. Let's see. We don't know where everyone is. We know that E100 is there. You can't really shoot him. Be very sure. Now you can't shoot the gun. You can shoot that little hatch thing, but not the gun. Because that's an attachment, I believe. Nope. Denied. Question is, where did the other two go? There's one. Nice. Cheeky shot there. And he can take a shot from one, just not from both. Bit too hasty. Let's see. Oh, nice bounce. There we go. Well done. Cheeky game. See, the E5 is still a fantastic tank. I just liked it a lot more when it still had the cupola. Let's see. 1604 basic speed. Nicely done. Let's have a quick look. All the matches are now played. No, I think we were just waiting for this one, weren't we? Oh, that must have been an epic one as well. And what happened here? Serenity lost from Aqua with 4-2. See, I'm glad these kind of matches are being streamed because, like I said, this is such a high level. I love it. So now we have 19 minutes left before the next match, which means about a quarter of an hour left for replays. Let's see, what else have I got for you? Kinda curious about this one. This is also a tank that I don't really like. I know it's not a bad tank. I'm just not really a fan of it. Let's have a look. Obviously going for the spot. Canyon can be such a nice farming map though. If your team is in the right position and their team is potato enough. Nice how the game isn't glitchy like that. Look at all the tanks jump. Stop motion tanks. GG. Oh my god, I would not be able to play with this. That is better. Badger being very forwards here. Could work out really well though. I'm loving the shots that are going into nowhere and then you see the tank get damaged and jump forwards. See, the Betty is trying to angle for both of them. And you can't really do that, but between them they're really keeping them occupied. Now the Jaeger that's been spotted as well. Super Concrete seems to be pushing. So is the Badger. Oh, that is a big hit, but the Badger... See, now you have a concept on B there as well. And that's the end of the Badger. Now the Super Conqueror arriving. But they might just keep each other alive here. Oh my god, this replay is so broken. And Thunderbird's kind of saying like, hold. We know he can take the shots. Jaeger is not looking in their direction. He's not really helping the teammate that helped him so much though. But they are slowly but surely securing victory together. Now he's moving in. Nice little tracking shot, definitely needed there. And now it's just the ML2 and the Jaeger where we know where he's at. There's the Emil. Jaeger has moved. There goes the Emil. He did get spotted peeking there though. If you can get safely behind them, that would be some nice farming. You should be able to. He's looking the other way. Nice bit of farming. 4k damage so far. Might still get a shot in. Might even get the kill. Which is a high tier kill, which gives you more XP. Yes, I'm just showing some replays until I can show the next matchup. These are not my games. I can't play PC to save my life. That was a lovely little game. Lovely little ace. Orlik as well. Let's see. I only have a few games of myself to show off. One of them is not really anything special. One of them is very YOLO. One of them is how on earth did I survive that? Yeah, I'll show the game that should be an ace. Still pisses me off that it isn't. And I'm pretty sure that if it had been Supremacy, then it would have been. The thing is with Middleburg, like, depending on your lineup and on the other lineup, as in your red lineup, you can either decide to go hill or to go city. The thing is, when it's encounter, I always go hill because it's Middleburg. If it's Supremacy, you can go every which way. Misha actually does not want to go. I want to go hill, and Misha decides to go with. Misha is important to pay attention to because later on he becomes really. I mean, now he's just stopping there, but later on he's like a cheerleader, and I really like it. He's so sweet. Thank you for using a translator. I can't pronounce your name, but I do appreciate it. And we start off by doing a little bit of damage there. Well, I actually need to play ratings for both the event, but also just to get to 5k for fearless parts. Let's see. And that shot actually went in. I'm reloading immediately now, but I can't believe that that shot went in. Still proud of that. But overall, this was such a weird game. Like, I felt that I did really well here. Like, overall, I mean. That shot, obviously not. But you'll see in the end. You'll see why this game basically pissed me off a little bit. So I want to be careful because we're already 2 guns down. And I don't want to lose more HP than I absolutely need to. And of course, shots like that don't really help. Misha gets taken out. I have no idea what he's saying here. But Misha later becomes nice. No idea what he said there either. I know that that's rude because it got censored. So I decided to focus on the SMV here. Of course, that basically RNG has been derping me with shots like that so much lately. But the SMC is pretty much my preferred target, mainly because of the fact that he's the hardest to take out. So if I get a juicy backside of him, then I will want to kill that. STG moving back, which allows me to kill him. And that shot goes in, no idea how. See, now he's just, and he's talking English, which is like, he's so nice. So I'm just waiting here. He's not even looking in my direction, which means I can kill him, and then I immediately reload my clip. Not so much because I have to, but more like because I really want to just make sure that I've got all my shots loaded. It is 3v3, but the meds are up there and not being the most useful so far. And this is the thing, if you're ever facing a T-34, You know, that little juicy cupola, you can pen that, especially when he's not moving it and he's just looking at you like that. You can farm that. Which is what my teammate is doing now too, but actually the defender kills him off. We have the shark arriving at the back there. And this is also something, I wanted to keep my teammate alive as much as I could. So I was hoping that this was what happened, and the fire definitely helps here. And then he does this, which is like epic, because I'm a two-shot clipper, and I'm glad that I didn't already hit the reload button. So now we just have the defender left. I'm still full HP, which means plenty, but time-wise... I mean, the defender can run rings around me, so I don't know where he's at. I do know that he's around here somewhere, because I got spotted, but I don't know where he went. And with the spaghetti driving there, I know that he's not there right then. So I'm not actually sure where he was at this moment. I think he might have been in the hills. So in this case, we're just talking in the chat. See, this is the part of the chat that I do like and that I miss. Just little things like this. Well, I just kept the base and then tried to take a position where I'm the most secure. Thing is, with him driving there, I know that the defender isn't there. So, logically speaking, he will come from the other side somewhere. I just don't know exactly where he's at. I'm a bit over angled here, but it kind of depends on which direction I'm angling at. But he does shoot me, and he does spot me there, so I know he's in the corner. Which is why I tell the spaghetti, but spaghetti keeps running around. Thing is that if he resets me again, there's not enough time to cap the base. Oh no! Okay, the 40 FPS, just to explain. My laptop is old. I love it, and it does what it needs to do. But it's old, and it's a bit fragile, so I need to play nice to it. So, I play on iPad, which is absolutely works fine for me. But with my laptop, I just have to be patient. I can't play PC to save my life, so this is just me streaming. And then he kills my teammate, but I get to kill him, and it's all good. And I got 5 kills. And I did so much damage here. And I was so peeved. Because it's not actually an ace. I mean, look at this. I did 4.6k damage. I got 5 kills. And rattly and everything. And it's only a first class. Yeah, I was not happy with that. But yeah, overall it was a great game. And Misha was a lovely supporting teammate here. So now we're almost ready for the room invite, I believe. Yes, just over a minute left to go. So let's have a look at what this is. You can get lots and lots of credits. And then you can get this. Which is a rating indicator. To be fair, that would be really cool. I mean, I've not calibrated, so it's probably going to stay like that. On this is my press account, obviously. And of course, a ratings container. Not sure what's in there. Get shields for each rating battle. And what's in there? Oh, you get some camouflages and stuff. Oh, that's not too bad. Free stuff is free. But yeah, I do need to play ratings for that. And play for that. Because the thing is, I've barely been playing because I've been streaming tools. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Let's focus on the upcoming matches first. We've got RJ versus Pink. So that should be great fun as well. And there we go, we got a room invite. Obviously leaving immediately again to make sure that I do not see lineups. And then I will go into the room when the time drops below 3 minutes, because there's a 3-minute delay. But yeah, my laptop is quite old. It's a lovely little laptop, it does what I want. But yeah, you do have to be patient with it. Like in this case, I used to do it all on one screen, and then I had to have the game screen smaller because otherwise I wouldn't be able to see the chat. I now have a second screen attached to it, which makes it easier because it means I have to switch less between screens, which means it's easier for my laptop to handle this. Ideally, I would win the lottery and then like buy a big desktop computer, because that would be fantastic. I would love to stream in style and with very smooth everything and all, but that's not yet the case. So I have to make do with this. So I'm curious about these matches as well. I've seen RJ fight in the qualifiers and they've been absolutely epic. So that's going to be exciting to watch as well. See how they hold against Pink. I wonder if they've met before. It would be nice if you could easily see like the history throughout the qualifiers as well, to see if these two have met before, without going into all the separate qualifiers to see if they met. And there we go. Rumin is almost on 3 minutes. There we go. I'm always waiting a little bit longer just to make sure, but should be absolutely fine. And into the room we go. We're going to Faust, which is one of my favorite maps in the game. I think my top 3 would be Molendijk, Faust, and Canal. And Faust is one of the maps, because of like you have the bridges and the tunnels. It just makes it a very interesting map because there's so much more direction you can go in with it. And at the same time, I really love the whole the darkness of the map. Like, not that it's, oh my god, dark emo, no, but just like literal. It's darker, it's not as bright as other maps, and that's easier on the eyes. I would like more night theme maps. Like right now, this is the only one we had. We had Vineyards as well, which had like a dusk theme, and it was really nice. But then they made it daylight and was very bright. So yeah, less than 2 minutes left to go. We have RJ now completely ready with an AMX 54, 2 of them even, a 121B, 2 Steves and 2 VK72s. And on Pink's side, we see 2 60TPs, a nice 4 Sheridan, 2 E5s and a 215B. 1.5 minutes left to go. Everyone is ready except for Gusto, who's currently, there you go, he's back again. And then we can go into the game soon and see what happens between RJ and Pink. Like, especially after the last matchup against Abba, I think they're gonna be geared up to just Hulk smash, so to speak. And less than a minute left to go. Never have much to say at this point. Like, I get why the room is 5 minutes. But it would be nice if the captains could both, like, hit a button like, we're both ready, let's go. In the meantime, I'm getting notifications from my family app where my sisters are telling each other dad jokes. I'll read one out for you in between the games. They're hilariously stupid. My sense of humor is juvenile. And here we go. Curious to see the AMX 54s. We have seen them before. Oh, it's actually a VK72 and a VK90. Let's see. Coil heading towards the base A side, but staying low, not going for the base but going for the bush. C and D are both being kept. Way to success not staying there. And Rico actually got reset a little bit. They do still get the base though. Tiny bits of damage. But do that enough times and people will still bleed. Santiago going for base B. And that will give Pink a little bit of a advantage there. All of RJ except Playmaker is hightailing it out of there. Slobin. I think he wanted to. Look at where he's at. He did want to decap. But he could no longer do that. Oof, big hit into Coil there. Way to success hitting his shot perfectly. And now we have Scorpion Drago arriving as well. We're gonna have a showdown near base A. And they're actually forced to go out of the base or lose more HP. Brain has not been spotted yet, but they know that there's at least 2 guns there. The thing is, they need to get a base back. Brain has now been spotted as well. Schlobin, probably pronounced that all wrong, I do apologize. Rico taking more hits. Brain managing to not get hit for that. And now we have Slobin. They're going after Scorpion Drago. That's their preferred target. Slobin actually got tracked there. They're not really focused firing though. The Scorpion Drago now gets taken out. Gutsto being focused on. Brain being completely ignored right now. They do need to hit the same target here, but there he goes. Gutsto is gone. Brain being the preferred target. Basically, RJ is fully abusing the fact that Pink was more spread out than they were. Playmaker is holding, and he has been holding. And Santiago actually goes down where Playmaker does not. Whereas these 5 tanks, 6 tanks are all ganging up together. Playmaker might not make it. Probably won't. Let's see if we can fly over a little faster. The reason that I don't click buttons is that because Windows does not like that. Way to success get rammed to death here. And now we just have Rico left, who is holding base B. But there he goes. And the first game is for RJ. And they will probably not have been expecting that. This is purely like similar to what Abba did. Smelling a weakness somewhere and pushing for it. And it's a bit of a no guts, no glory kind of thing. But that worked out really well for RJ here. Well done. So let's see. 1.5 minutes left to go before we go into the second game on Faust. We have RJ now taking 3 Steves, 2 VK72s, a 1-1B, and potentially an AMX54. No, it's an E5. Versus 160 DP, 2 Steves, 3 IS4s, and a Vicus. Like, if they wolf pack like that again, Pink kind of has to take that into account, that that might happen, and they have to combine their forces properly to deal with that, so to speak. "50 seconds left. And we're being treated to beautiful games tonight, aren't we, though? I love it. Half a minute left. And then we go into the second game. Again, it is a best of 7, meaning the first team to reach 4 victories gets the point. Any point matters in this case. Like, the thing is, the more points you get, well, it's kind of like duh, but the people with the most points will go to the final stages. So any point that you get is important. And here we go. And it's gotta be a boost of confidence when you win the first game like that, and that convincingly. And let's see. Here we go. Let's actually stick with RJ. More or less wolfpacking again. Ukrainian Leo heading towards the base. Postravleni takes a nice double hit there. Shot at by 3 guns. Only hit by 2 guns. The ice fools are responding though. They're going after VK-72s. Let's see if we can... I can't really get into the buildings there though. Playmaker's taking a bit of a hit there. Is being farmed a bit more. And it will be up to... Now we have Ukrainian Leo. This Santiago turning around. Gutsto is the preferred target here. And now we have Pozdravlady being absolutely brutally murdered here. And Gutsto and Ukrainian Leo go down as well, but that's still a gun advantage for RJ here. Look at this though. Taking out Brain as well. Playmaker is still alive. Way to success is almost gone. Survives by the skin of his teeth. Probably used that wrong. Fabon in potential trouble. Facing Santiago there. Does take a hit. And he's using the ramps here to keep himself alive. Santiago has to expose himself more. He is going to take a hit there, but Vabon is still alive here. Rico not looking too healthy either. Scorpion Drago being pushed around by Fish's silhouette. Vabon has been taken out. But it is 4v2. And Playmaker may not survive it, but Santiago is not fast enough to get hightailed out of there. And to angle versus multiple targets here. Shlobin takes him out. And now we just have Way to Success. Who is... I'm scared to push buttons here. But let's fly over quickly. Tonikawa going after him. We have arrived at least. And he does still take a hit, but there goes his head. And the game is for RJ. That's a 2-0. 34 is streaming the NA tours, but he does so on Twitch. And Robert would normally stream, but he's having PC trouble. But the thing is, NA tours are literally in the middle of the night. They're 3 AM for me. So as much as I would love to, I can't stream them. Not easily and not without taking time off of work for it. Which is something I don't mind doing for autumn season, but don't do that much for other seasons. Beautiful little game here. Basically the pushing and focus fire of RJ, and again it's in this case Pink being more spread out that is costing them the games here, and RJ is just capitalizing on that. Well done. So now we're heading off onto Alpenstadt. Pink taking 2 215Bs, 3 VK-72s, an E5 and a LT. And on RJ's side we see 2 AMX-54s, an E5, 1 Mouse, 1 AMX-50B and 2 Steves. 3 Steves. No, 2 Steves. Fabon changes. When they change it around like that, it's very confusing for me, you know? 23 seconds left to go before we go into the third game. No, there we go. For Bond and Bot to be change again. Let's see, 12 seconds left. Countdown clock has begun. We're going to Alpenstadt. No pressure just yet. Anything can still happen. But Pink kinda needs to show their teeth here. Let's have a look. Also want to point out that Bot to be is sporting the cat avatar, which is hella cute. Let's see. RJ heading towards the B and C area. And we have Pink doing the same thing. But they're splitting their tanks a bit more. The VK is heading towards B. Way to success. Going for a spotty spot. Does not spot anyone just yet. Now he does. Well, he doesn't. He does get tracked there. And he needs to kind of not be there anymore. But he can't really get out of there. He's no longer spotted. Blind shot happened into the position before him. But he now chances it does get spotted for him, but does manage to get out alive. We have Tonikawa taking massive hits in the middle. And RJ is pushing. And again. Now they're all together. They need to focus fire, but Rico has little help here. Way to success is being farmed. Rico tries to get his shots in. Ukrainian Leo is the preferred target here. Rico needs to drive down there. Ukrainian Leo gets taken out. He's the first one gone this time. Brain. Tonikawa has been taken out as well. Brain lands a massive hit into Playmaker. Rico survives that a little bit longer, but now Vicious Silhouette is arriving with the full clip. There goes Brain and Rico. Postravleni can't angle in this many. Look at those fire lines. Fantastic. He can't angle in all those directions, and that's the end of him. And all of a sudden, they no longer have the gun advantage there. Gutsto, still alive if barely. He's not going to survive this either. This is going to be RJ's game again. And it didn't have to be. Way to success. And Santiago are the last ones left alive. He's showing his back end. And he doesn't really have a choice there. Playmaker is playing it safe. And all he can do is try to get that kill. But he's not making it easy. He needs to. Now he's going to get clipped. And that's the end of him. Now it's just way to success. And he's all the way at the back there. Trying to get shots in. He does farm a little bit. Like if this was a random game, I would give it to him. He would be able to do it. 4 random people that are not working together? No problem. But these are people that are working together. These are people that know what they're doing. They are people that are OP in their own rights. Botterby gets spotted. And he wants to get those shots in. And he does eat a big shot there. And there's not much he can do at this stage, to be honest. He can take... No, he does not get that shot in. They've capped 2 bases. There's too many guns. Too much HP. And the game is for RJ. Very well played again. Pushing into basically the weakest side of Pink here. And Pink just has no answer. Basically, RJ is just running over them. It's a bit shocking to see. Mainly because I expect a bigger stand from Pink here. But RJ is playing phenomenally. So for the second game on Alpenstadt, we see RJ now going with an AMX-54, 260Bs, 3 Steves and another AMX-54. Because honestly, those worked really well for them. And Pink will have to really find their footing now, because RJ is up for match point. If they win the next game, then they get the point here. Pink now ready with an E5. They're leaving the German steel behind. 2 60Bs, 2 IS4s, a 215B and an LT. And it's kind of like, in this case again, Pink was spread out more. And RJ is just making use of that. Every time that Pink splits their forces some way, RJ is just pushing on the other side, having that advantage, taking out the tanks quickly. The focus fire is there, keeping their tanks alive. And now they're up for match point. Countdown clock has begun. Potentially the last game of the evening. And here we go. Can Pink take this back? We've seen crazier things before. But they're not gonna have it easy. RJ, nice little snowball on Playmaker's tank here. Which suddenly disappeared. What? It was right there! Way to success going for base A. Going up there. Not spotting anyone. Brain does get spotted, so does Coney. Oof, Tonikawa losing quite a bit of HP there. And again, look at this though, look at the aggression. And all they can do is hold and shoot back. And that hyper aggression from RJ is really working out for them. Koi is very low on HP though. They're now pushing back. They kind of have Gutsto taking massive hits. Almost deleted here. Trying to get out of that alive. Brain gets ammo rack. That is just not fair, honestly. That's not only game changing, that is match changing. Tonikawa gets taken out first, but Positive Lady and Gutsto are both gone as well. Koi finally gets taken out. But that is a match changing ammo rack, and it is part of the weakness of the tank, but oh my god. Scorpion Drago probably will get that kill, has to get it. But there he goes himself as well. And it's 4v3. Rico in trouble now, with Playmaker being able to take a different target. And Bot to be there as well. They kill him off together. Way to success. Trying to stay alive. But we have Santiago being pushed here by Slobin. And he will land some shots in, but he's not going to win this. Playmaker now arrived as well. And the matchup is securely for RJ with a 4-0 against Pink, of all people, of all teams. He does still get a shot in. Bot to be does not get the kill. Ukrainian Leo takes that himself. Fantastically played here though. RJ making full use of any hint of weakness taking. Gutsto basically crossing over like that, losing so much HP that quickly. But to be fair, Brain getting ammo racked like that, I do believe was a game changer here. And kind of a match changer that, because that didn't allow Pink to get back up again. Fantastically played by RJ here. Really well done. Massive congratulations for that. Let's have a look. Probably the other matches will still be going. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, that's still happening. These were over very quickly, to be fair. But I am going to leave it at that. I'm not going to wait. Oh, yeah, they lost against Aqua, that's it. I'm not going to wait for all the matches to be over because that's going to take forever. It could take like half an hour, and that will be half an hour of me just filling empty stream. So I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much, Pink and RJ and Abba, for the fantastic games that we've seen today. It's been chef's kiss. So thank you so much for that. Thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you, my lovely moderators, for minding the channel for me, and for Professor A especially, because you speak the language and that massively helps here. So yeah, that's it for me for now. I hope you all have a very lovely evening. This was over a bit more quickly than I had hoped for, to be fair. I love games like this. They could go on forever and ever, and I would love tiebreakers like this. But that's it for me for tonight. I will be back tomorrow. Not sure who I will be streaming then, but we'll see. Thank you all so much for watching, like I said, and thank you to Pink and RJ and Abba for the absolutely lovely games. Wish you all a very good evening, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye bye!